More recently, he's also exposed Pfizer, he's exposed Twitter, he's exposed big tech lies, he's exposed media lies. So he is a thorn in the side because of his intrepid undercover journalism. In addition to the First Amendment protecting free speech, it protects the rights of a free press. And the left media has interpreted that to mean that there can be no criticism of the media, which of course is bunk. But on the other hand, the left has never thought the First Amendment is something that should be applied to its political opposition, especially the components of the political opposition that is pursuing journalism. And Project Veritas, run by James O'Keefe, our friend, has been targeted by the left for destruction because his journalism has resulted in the left being embarrassed on a whole host of issues, too numerous to recount here. James is going to have to promote his own organization on his own show. But they've done some great work exposing some election fraud issues, exposing Acorn back in the day. Remember Acorn and the census and all of that, which was, Acorn was a radical left group that we were giving tax money to. And that money was being abused, and they were doing things that were contrary to law, it looked like. More recently, he's also exposed Pfizer, he's exposed Twitter, he's exposed big tech lies, he's exposed media lies. So he is a thorn in the side because of his intrepid undercover journalism. So what has the left done? They've tried to put him in jail. Actually, they prosecuted him once. And more recently, the FBI raided James's home, allegedly to investigate the handling of Ashley Biden's diary. Crazy. Why is the FBI investigating the handling of Ashley Biden's diary? Ashley Biden being the daughter of Joe Biden. And James didn't even have the diary. He gave it back to law enforcement because he thought maybe it might have been stolen, so he gave it back. At least that's what I understand happened. So they're trying to jail him. And on top of that, Judicial Watch uncovered recently documents showing that the FBI and Pfizer were working to target James as well because he blew the whistle on Pfizer corruption related to, I think, some vaccine issues. So Judicial Watch has been looking at this issue very carefully because this is government misconduct. This is abuse of power. And so when there's an FBI raid on a journalist, we say, well, what's going on there? That's unusual, right? So because James O'Keefe is the wrong type of journalist, the journalist community doesn't want to protect him. But Judicial Watch, again, comes to the rescue. We stand strong on behalf of the rule of law. And so we just recently sued, we actually filed 3 lawsuits against the Justice Department and the Health and Human Services for communications about Project Veritas with Pfizer, the New York Times, and other outside groups. So the lawsuit against the FBI was over their communications with Pfizer. The lawsuit against, the second lawsuit against the FBI was about their communications with the New York Times, who evidently knew about the raid within minutes of it happening, which is remarkable, right? Which suggested it was illegally leaked to them. So we asked for documents about that. And plus we asked for documents about another organization tied to HHS, to James O'Keefe, that looks like they were also going after James O'Keefe. So we've got these 2 agencies, the FBI and HHS, looks like going after James O'Keefe, and Judicial Watch is going into court to figure out what went on. And so this is a key government corruption scandal. From midnight raids to legal maneuvering, the government has been attacking Project Veritas for years. We need to know the details of any administration discussions targeting the journalists at Project Veritas. So the left wants to pretend that this corruption isn't obvious, and Judicial Watch is, again, doing the heavy lifting to find out the truth about what's happening to James O'Keefe and Project Veritas. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and like our video down below.